In today's video, we're going to do a cross comparison of Loomly versus Later versus Buffer. And these are all social media management tools that I've been reviewing. By the way, my name's Chris, and I've gone on a mission to find the best social media management tools. And the reason is because I run a small agency where I help small businesses handle their social media management. So having the best tool is in my better interest. So in this video, I'm going to cross compare Loomly versus Later versus Buffer. And then at the end, I'm going to give my honest opinion on which is the best, and also one alternative that I think is going to be the best option because I've reviewed all of these tools, not like two or three of them, literally all of them. Okay, so let's get into this. And please bear with me. We are streaming this, and I'm just a normal dude that is reviewing this stuff. You know what I mean? So here's the deal with Loomly. You sign up and you post, and my feedback on Loomly is that it's kind of just overcomplicated. It's, in comparison to Later and Buffer, those tools are a little less complicated. So all you do is go to the social media calendar to add a post. You can do a quick post or build a post. And it just kind of like overcomplicates everything. It gives you these post ideas. It has me subject line the posts. It has me label the posts. And then below here, I have to pick the social channels, generic content, fine tune each channel. What I'm getting at here is that I found it to be like too extensive. But the planner or the scheduler does work in Loomly. The interactions does work. What's kind of nice that it has mentions. The analytics, I will say, it's more like post derived, if that makes sense. Like, as you can see, the analytics feature it's more like post centric. So it's going to give you the metrics on each post. So if you're kind of looking for like engagement and kind of reaching people, Loomly is probably the better option. When it comes to Later, I gotta say that this is maybe this. Let me rank these tools in order. So Loomly is probably first out of these three, and then secondly, it's Later. And this is really easy to use. Here's the calendar. All you have to do is create a post, and it's real easy to do. It doesn't really give you a preview of your post, which I don't like, and a lot of the other tools do, because as you're creating your post, you kind of want to see what it looks like before you publish it, right? Like, I feel like that's a huge deal, and a lot of the other tools do. All right, so back to Later. The analytics, again, is pretty simple. It just gives you, and again, you have to choose which social you're going to be using. It's pretty simple, pretty basic. And as far as pricing on this stuff goes, guys, they're all pretty similar priced. I think Loomly is $30 a month, and Later I think is like $25, and Buffer I think is like $6. But that being said, Buffer I feel like is the oldest feeling tool. Like, it's really cheap, but it just feels like it's 6 years old. So as far as like creating a post, this is really simple. It does give you a preview, which I like. Hello there. So this is pretty decent as far as posting goes. As far as the calendar is really easy to use. You can just click on the calendar. Analytics, it works. You just attach your socials. You can kind of see like it has an older feel to it as far as the interface. And what kind of sucks is the socials you connect are only at the mercy of these ones: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Shopify. Whereas some of the others have others. You can do it by post, you can do it by engagement, and a lot of these metrics or reports are all going to be really similar. And yeah, I guess it doesn't want to load. So that being said, guys, as far as ranking these or comparing them, the Loomly versus Later versus Buffer, I gotta say Loomly comes in first, and it's $30 a month. Later comes in second, and Buffer comes in last. And that being said, though, I wouldn't pay for any of these tools because I have used all of these tools like I was telling you, and my honest opinion on this, the tool I would choose is actually Metricool. And this, you may not be aware of this, but Metricool is actually cheaper than cheaper than most of these. It's only $20 a month. It has all of these socials. As you log in and sign up, you can just connect these socials, and it even has Google Business Profile, which is saying a lot because a lot of the others didn't. And the Google Business Profile is huge when it comes to local business. And the reporting is actually amazing. You can export these reports. This is what I do, guys. I use Metricool for my business. And what I do is I print out these reports. All you have to do is scroll down here and click reports, choose what type of report you want, and you just print these. And what I do is I just show them to my customers. It's that simple. As far as the inbox feature, all of the socials you have connected, like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all of the comments and notifications come in this tool. And what I do is I'll manage all my notifications in here and I'll reply to it. And what's also cool is they have a phone app that you can download and do all this in. And the scheduler is really simple. All you do is click and paste or click and post. This is a post and what it looks like here. I can drop and drag it. I can double click it. This is what it looks like. It's really easy to preview, and I can just drop and drag it to a different day. The darker the blue color here, the hotter time it is to post for the social. And it's just, here's the thing, guys. Metricool, $20 a month. It has the bare basics. Some of these tools like Hootsuite and etc. have like specialty AI tools and stuff, but you're paying over $100 a month. This has all of like the basic features of what I need. I have the analytics and reporting right here. I have the inbox, which I can manage all the social notifications and messaging, and then I have the planning and the smart links you can use. That's kind of like a where you can track links. You can make like a custom link tree like page and track all the links, which is kind of cool. I don't use that much. I'm kind of a technical guy and I use like URL forwards and stuff. So, but yeah, guys, by the way, if you're looking to sign up for that tool that I enjoy, you can sign up using the link in the description and in the comments. It's my affiliate link. You'll get a free 30-day sign up, which is really cool if you use my link. And yeah, hopefully, it might sound like I'm a sellout, but I've reviewed every single one of these tools and they each kind of have their like downsides and pros. The one I talked about is my favorite, and it's only $20 a month. So it is what it is. This is my Loomly versus Later versus Buffer social media management tool comparison. Hit me up in the comments too. Like, I am a real dude and I will reply. So, all right, guys. And by the way, if you need help with social media management, I do run a small agency and you can find my contact details down below on that as well. All right, guys.